Okay, and we're live. Boy, I've been looking forward to this for a week. How's everybody doing? Welcome, welcome. I'm decorated here for my love reading. Um, I've had these since Valentine's Day, so I won't be using them very much. So, yeah, glad to see you all. Put my glasses on. Who's here? Who's here? Thank you very much for joining. Gary, welcome. Super duper groovy. Westward bound. If you guys haven't seen the last live, I really do suggest that you see it. Plus, I'm going to have uh, May love readings and May readings, period. But today is the love reading. I actually have more content that has come out as I shuffled. A few pointers that just might help out with whatever comes out, whatever spirit brings to you today. But there is a lot to be said when it comes to earth signs. It's more like pentacles, money, or anything earthly, a car, a house, a raise in a job. You sell something and then you move on to something, or you buy something better. Maybe you've gotten a new phone. Maybe you've gotten a new car. I mean, for some people, it's tax time, where they got their taxes back. So, this is where earthly things come into play more so. And of course, school's going to be out soon too. So people might be going on vacation. So like I said, it has to do with anything earthly. So just keep that in mind. I also wanted to make sure that I gave you my disclaimer that I do not answer any health-related questions, pregnancy predictions, or legal questions. Anything that comes out in the cards is for guidance, inspiration, and clarity. So make sure that you know that whatever decisions are your responsibility, and I do not replace any decisions that you make in any nature. For any of the subscribers, viewers, cross-watchers, no decisions are rerouted. So you just take whatever resonates and leave the rest behind. So hello, Thomas. Hello. Hello. Oh, well, welcome back. Yes, I see that. Good. All right. So as I was just mentioning about cross-watchers, you have to actually look at your chart, your birth chart. There's sun, moon, and rising. Okay. And I have done multiple videos on what those describe, what the description is of each of one of those. So one person that might be, say, Sagittarius might have Cancer in their chart, some kind of water sign. But you really have to figure out what time that you were born and where the moon was sitting at that time. So just keep that in mind. I also do suggest, if you would please go back and watch the video after the live. And if you're watching from the video, please click the like button. And if you haven't subscribed, consider subscribing. I do have a Patreon channel, and I think I put it up in the comments. I'm not too sure if I did or not, but I will. It's patreon.com. It's for extended readings, personal readings, exclusive content. Not everything that I set up here or anywhere else is on here on YouTube. I also have a Facebook. I do lives on Facebook too. So if you haven't become a part of that family, go check it out. All right. So with all that said, the Hierophant, the bull, okay, and you're ruled by Venus, okay. Taurus is ruled by Venus, and Libra is too. So you might have some Libra in your chart, and Libra, you might have some Taurus in your chart. Just saying. So This might not just be for romance. This might not just be for relationships. This might be for past. This might be for giving you clues on how to uh, take in whatever happens in your surroundings. So there's a lot of content today. Just sit back, relax, and anything that you'd like to comment about, you're free to do so. No advertising in my rooms anywhere. That is on Patreon, because I've already had to block people on Patreon, and I've already blocked people on Facebook as well. So no solicitation whatsoever. All right. So speaking of that, some of the cards, like I said earlier, some of the cards came out as I was shuffling, and one of them that came out was Seven of Cups. And Seven of Cups is it's Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, but what it is it's about relationships and feelings and emotions and creativity and love. It's about, giving choices, because this Seven of Cups is where you have choices. Now that might be, like I said, or earthly, anything. You might have a choice in a different debit card, face of a debit card, which I've actually done recently. A different seat in a job, a different, because I just heard seat. So there might be something going on with the job, or you're changing positions as far as in life, period. So this is where the foundation starts. So you have choices in a relationship, in a job, anything in life, you'll always have a choice. So keep that in mind. And the Seven of Wands came out. Now, the Seven of Wands is, how are you going to deal with it? How are you going to react to it? Okay. You have to think twice before you act, or before you speak. So you might be feeling like you're under the gun. That is for some of you. You might also be feeling like you have no way out, like you're stuck. Okay. And that also reminds me of the Hangman, because they hang upside down waiting around for a choice, to make a decision. So this is a lot to take in. You might be struggling with something. It might be something Pentacles. It might be something alone. It might be a bank account. It might be, God, which bill am I going to pay this month? Am I going to cancel a subscription somewhere? Change your hair color. You might just mentally might be struggling with something earthly. So just keep that in mind. Now, as far as the cards that actually came out, this is kind of, I'm not even going to touch them. I'm just going to leave them as is for now. And I'm going to start the love reading. I've already done the intentions. I've already asked the questions. If you have any questions, just say them to yourself. But don't forget about synchronicity. Okay, the divine soul counterpart. Relationship is blessed with amazing moments of synchronicity. Now, this is what came out of one of the decks. And then this one just came out as well. So you might be giving and receiving, which is that Seven of Cups. Okay. Unconditional love. You might be giving unconditional. That might be a pet. Okay. Because pets are known for unconditional love. You're actually wondering if there's actually reciprocity, is what I just heard too, because the affection returned. You might not be feeling that you're getting the same in return, or the amount of same in return. So this is where the struggle might be mentally. So just keep that in mind, because these two came out. So you're trying to, the synchronicity, you're trying to be at a level with either a person, I'm not too sure where that's going to lay, because that has to do with your situation. So this might just be something current, something that's ongoing, something that you haven't solved yet or not happy with the results yet. So just keep that in mind. Maybe you're trying to do something different with that person, giving and receiving the choices. You're making a choice to be different, to be more giving, to hopefully getting more in return. Fairness. I just heard fairness. Okay, so just keep that in mind. That has to do with surrendering. Okay, and the other card that came up was surrender. I'm going to read this to you. Trusting that we can achieve more by loosening control can take great courage. Sometimes the most constructive way forward is to stop forcing things into being. Rather than allowing, inviting, and drawing a project into being, the energy here is of frustration. Right here. Okay. Struggle. Use this awareness as a guide when you start to detour from your path. When control is released, so is distance. Loosen your hold on the reins and know the universe will catch you. Trust. Let the great mystery reveal themselves. So that might be as far as the reciprocity. Perfect. Hello, Mary. Welcome in. Okay. I think that's my machine. Yeah. Hold on a second. Sorry. I have to turn my machine off. That was my alarm. Okay, so hopefully you understand where Spirit is coming with the cards that came out before this started. They were basically giving messages before it even got started. So you need to trust your inner sense. All right. So this is another one that came out of one of my other decks. And this just might be with a relationship. This might be with, trusting. This is the High Priestess, by the way, trusting your inner sense. This is your intuition. So you might be still looking for that synchronicity, but you're also looking for that affection in return, that synchronicity. You're trying to get that person to be at the same level as you. Now, like I said, this can be in a relationship, or this can actually be with a family member or a coworker, however that resonates with you. All right. So sometimes it is hard to decipher between intuition and what your mind is telling you. Stories, projections, or fear can arise under this intuition. To distinguish truthful inner guidance from paranoia, you must return to innocence, to the purest of essence. Here you have access to the truth of your being. Honesty. Be honest with yourself. Don't lie to yourself. It is all about not holding and having deep transparency within yourself. So learn to trust and be absolutely honest with yourself. In your heart of hearts, you hold the answers. And that actually has to do with the choices. So notice the first thoughts that you have before the second. And listen and honor these. Welcome. All right. So that is, you're going now. I've got a lot that has been basically given to me as far as the feeling I get from decks and what decks that they really do want me to use. And it's like a warm sensation, or I mean, sometimes I have to clear my energy. I have to wash my hands before I deal with any of my decks. And I clear all the energy with sage. I say my little mantra. I do my intentions, and then I get started on shuffling after meditating, and whatever comes out is the messages that they are giving you. All right, so the next one out of the animal spirit deck is clearing the excess, and this definitely makes sense. Which I actually have to put my other glasses on because this is too tiny writing. So welcome everybody. Please share this out if you see fit. Don't forget about the Patreon channel and the Facebook. All right, so clearing the excess. You are entering a transitional phase and would benefit from clearing away excess clutter, whether it is in your physical body or in your physical space. And I just got done telling you about the intuition and surrendering. So clearing the excess. And these are just foundation for this reading. So focus on your priorities, because here's the other one for my angel deck. Where you put your focus is where you receive your outcome. Your priorities are calling to you, which may produce a feeling of anxiety unless you give them time and attention. Even a small amount of time devoted to your priorities will help you feel better and more confident. That is right on target with making those choices, which is that Seven of Cups card. So let me see if I need these. Okay. So the Empress came out, which is basically the Empress is like Mother Earth. Okay. And because it's Earth, it has to do with Taurus, with the possessions, with the material representing something from the physical world. Okay. Well, you're going to be rebirthing. And that's the choice card that was back here. And how are you going to react to something that you need to take care of? And in the other deck, I wanted to show you exactly what this one looks like. This is the same Empress. This is from a different deck. See how she's holding the light and balancing it, which has to do with Libra. And then the Empress in my animal totem, which is a cow, which I absolutely love these cards. And the introduction of my new animal, my new spirit animal tarot deck. And I have researched and I have studied this deck. And wouldn't you know it, they have the same card for the Empress. So I want to actually read you this message. It's absolutely gorgeous. I absolutely love this card. So you will see me use these cards, which actually there are a couple of them that actually came out too. Like I said, this is a very extensive reading because this is how they've made it. They've got a lot of messages that actually combine. And like I've always said, there is a put user in timeout, ban user. Okay, well, I just had my first little bot in my, so I've already said it before as I started this reading, was there was no soliciting in this room, and no, yeah, which exactly what happened just now. And then there was also a few in Facebook that I had to block as well. So, yeah. All right. So this card here, this beautiful Earth card, getting back to your reading. All right. So I'm going to read this message here. It's kind of absolutely love these cards. Okay. The Empress. Nourishment. Nourish your body, as this card here just said as well. Nourish your body. Protection. She's the goddess of love. Grazing in a lushy, grassy field, cows calmly remind us that life is bountiful. Yeah. So it symbolizes abundance, fertility. Cows are serene and loving and help us to feel safe and comforted in our connection with the land and with ourselves. So slow down, embrace, and enjoy the beauty of nature and life's simple pleasures. Trust life, share, nurture, and participate in everything that's positive. So the cow is also reminding us that life is full, that we have plenty, and which I keep bringing up this card because this is choices. You got plenty of choices, right? And it all depends on how you're going to react to it and how you're going to portray them and put them in line. Do not force anything, like the surrender card says. Do not force anything. It won't happen. Everything happens in divine timing. All right. So cows encourage us to support all of our creations, the children, the gardens, the inventions, generous love and care, but reminds us to foster their independence so they may thrive and develop on their own. So that right there has to do with the synchronicity that you're probably looking for with the giving and receiving. And you're also looking for the affection return, reciprocity. So you're trying to work this out if that resonates with you and your current situation. All right. Perfect. All right. So let's go ahead and ask again. I'm going to re-energize these. Thank you, Spirit, for those messages and rebirthing. I absolutely love these cards. And the High Priestess, which is following your intuition. That one actually fell out as well. So follow your intuition, make the right choice, react to whatever comes at you. Just keep that in mind. All right. And don't forget about Mother Earth. Always take that into consideration. All right. You want me to start here? Okay. All right. Let's get the 1, 2. What other messages for Taurus? Okay. Temptation. Yeah, you might be tempted to do something that isn't supposed to actually happen. You need to think clearly about your situation and make the right choice. And temptation has to do with the first one with the wands at you. So you need to embrace that connection and have the fairness, show the love, try to be at an even keel. Don't try to push anything into existence. Oh, you're welcome, Gary. All right, any other messages? No? Okay. All right. That is a good thing. Very good. Thank you. Yeah. Well, I wanted to actually go into the reading. All right. All right, you set the foundation. Uh-huh. Okay, so rebirthing, as I was telling you about the fertility and the Empress rebirthing. This one right here is rebirthing it, and that's new beginnings. So this actually reminds me of the Death card, which actually came out right here. I'll show you now. But most of the time, you'll see in readings when it has the Death card, that's not always a bad card, because you could be finishing something that no longer serves you. So out with the old and in with the new. So just keep, I'm glad, actually, thank you, that just clarified that card for you. Um, you might think, react. It always says react. React before you got to think before you react. So you might think it might feel like a tragic ending, because either it's something that you're routine and you're with this person or with this job. Maybe it came to an end. Maybe you retired. Maybe you decided to do something else. Maybe you're wanting to do a garden and you set up the parameters, but something happened to that part. Maybe it flooded. It just didn't work out. So everything happens for a reason. Just keep that in mind as well. All right. Any other messages? All right. I need a little more clarification on this. This is the new beginnings, but where does it go? New beginnings. That's vacation. Wow. Are you serious? I just had that. Um, I heard that earlier. Vacation. Okay, I have to hold that thought. But anyways, I'm not going to dismiss that. But this has to do with the Chariot. The Chariot came out as well, and I actually have information on this card too. So this is movement. So you're moving into a different stage, a different part of your life. You're doing something different. You're moving something. It might be moving money. It might be a moving, like I said earlier, about a job position. Um, Anything physical in the world. So it's going to bring you happiness. You are changing. This is changing. The happiness and joy. Ah, so here's another message for you, and take what resonates and leave the rest behind. All right, so here it is. Yes, thank you very much. All right, so this death card that I showed you earlier, okay, out with the old and in with the new. This one might be you're moving on. And this one right here just clarified that, in a relationship status. So this is probably going to bring you happiness, joy, relief, because you might be starting something new with somebody different and you're in the honeymoon phase. Yes, that does exist. So that new beginnings on this coffin card also represents the new beginnings with somebody, and you're in the I just heard rebound. I take it if it resonates, and you might laugh at it, but I won't, because there are people that actually do that. It's insecurities. So let me see if there's any other messages towards these. Moving on. Think carefully about that situation. And I'm going to say it again. Yes. All right. So this person might have, now I do have to. Thank you. This person might have this past person that you're no longer with, that you're separated from. Uh, it might be because of some kind of lies. Maybe they did you wrong in some way, shape, or form. Hopefully, you're not hopefully you're going into a different relationship knowing that it's you're looking what you're looking for. I hope you find it. That's all I can say. So you might feel like you're being attacked by your ex in some way, shape, or form. And if you have not yet, please be aware of any of the surroundings, any old friends you used to have. If you quit the job because you broke up with this person, just remember temptation. It's don't, just don't. Just be careful. Anything that resonates in that, take that and leave the rest behind, but do not leave it because somewhere it just might come up later on. Yes, absolutely. Yes, tying everything together. Good. Very good. Very good. And I don't see... Yes, I do. Sorry, that was a little bit of lag on my part over here, electronically wise. All right, so this is going to be about the past. This past person. Thank you. So they might still have feelings for you. They might be a little bit obsessed. If you know somebody that is in this situation, please allow them to watch this video because look at that. It just exploded like that. I'm seriously going to take that into consideration too. Thank you. Yep. Okay. Thank you very much. They have seen, so think carefully about that situation. That situation is temptation, which is this past person either has emailed you, called you, left you something somewhere, flowers at an old job, try to get you promoted just to try to say, hey, I got you hooked up, let's hook up. No. They love you unconditionally. Okay. They can't stop thinking about you. But then again, they kind of retaliated on their feelings. All right. And this is where you were looking for the synchronicity, but you weren't getting it. So you're saying, I deserve better. I'm moving on. Now, this could also be with a job. It doesn't necessarily have to be also with the relationship, but this is how Spirit's giving it to you right now. Wow. Okay. Now the other cards are actually starting to look familiar because the other card that came out, which I have yet to resonate, which just did. Moving on, this right here is the Eight of Wands, which is travel. Moving fast. Something happening fast. Breaking the walls down. Breaking away from... Yeah. I'm feeling this. This is like swift movement. Oof. So yeah, you're blowing him a kiss goodbye. Bye, Felicia. All right, so you also might have something to do with music. Maybe it was a band. Maybe you met them from a band. Maybe it was years ago. Maybe you had a favorite song. Maybe you just heard it and it kind of make you go, oh God. All right. So just keep that in mind. And of course, they will try to hook up with you again. Just saying. You might go back to another job. You might go back to another familiar place that you lived or hung out because it's familiar. You're comfortable. You feel like you're that's the word, comfortable. But it's no longer serves you. You can't grow there anymore. So you have to move on. So don't fall into this. Be careful about that situation. Thank you. All right, so I'm going to, with the positivity, and with that said, actually, I have one more message for you. And it's through this book. And the bull actually came out. This is through the new deck, Keeper of Sacred Tradition. They still have the keys around their neck. Now, this is the Hierophant. The Hierophant is a teacher. So these are like in the original tarot. These are like the disciples, and the keys around the neck are the keys to the knowledge. So you do know what you're doing. This basically is telling you, you know what you're doing, and you know how to teach this person a lesson by not being with them anymore. So I'm going to read you this message. And like I said, it could be a job. It could be a new, you don't belong in that apartment building anymore. But you have to let go because you have to master your own. You have to move forward. You have to master it all together. Welcome in. Welcome in. Hi, Ira. So like I said, okay, so that is, yes. And it is the high priest, which is the high priestess, but it is the highest of the spirituality. So that's inner sense, which is the card that came out earlier. So solid ground. Bulls hold the keys to the collective wisdom and shared group experience. In ancient times, the bull was worshipped for his strength, power, reliability, and fertility, which actually is the Empress. Okay. This is where the spirit starts to come in really strong. So the bulls served as an oracle and guardian of the temple entryways. As a keeper of sacred tradition, the bull represents essential knowledge passed between generations through custom rituals. Like I said, if you like I just said a few seconds ago, if you try to, don't go back to something that's comfortable, because it's not it you're now going back into limited beliefs, and you're not supposed to be going backwards. You're supposed to be moving forward with the universe. So you need to clear yourself. You need to open yourself up. You need to balance your choices again. Honor the wisdom of experience. So you've experienced that before, so do not go backwards, because you might say, you know what, that was really cool, I liked it, but it no longer serves you. You have something new going on. Oh, Spirit's not done yet. Bulls offer grounded, practical advice, assuring that you can draw from the communal wealth and wisdom when needed and proceed confidently forward. And that, my friends, is the bull. And that's the 5. Yeah, I remember that. Okay, yeah, I just heard temptation. Do not go back. So think carefully. Thank you. All right, Power of Love. These are some of my favorite cards. And yes, I know I'm not done. I still have chakras I would love to get messages from for you. Because green is heart. And there's a lot of green in here. Ah. Ah, yes, pets are always better partners in crime. I agree. I am very much a dog lover. They are so unconditional. I've never trained any of my dogs in my whole life. They've always been free-spirited. They learned how I tick. I learned what they like. They learned what I didn't like, and we got along just great. So, as these cards said about the manifesting newness, out with the old, in with the new, you are ready to manifest your thoughts and transform them into acts of love. And that acts of love is actually the giving and the receiving. So give yourself. Be fair to yourself. Affection returned, probably to yourself. So self, yeah, let's do this thing. You don't need any temptations that do not no longer serve you. 2, thank you. And act. You have the courage to express that unique love. Act. Put it in action. And own it. You acknowledge your misdeeds and accomplishments alike and learn to love them. Oh, I love this card. Beautiful. Thank you. All right. Let's put some chakras in the mix, please, Spirit. Thank you. What other messages can we relay? Now, this has obviously been something going on. Oh, thank you. Follow your instinct. Yes. And Ira, I do agree that, yes, I do agree to that. As far as the the pets, they train how to love unconditionally. Yes, they have so much to give. Really. Yes, absolutely. All right, so yeah. And that's kind of funny. We were just talking about dogs, isn't it? They trust their instinct, don't they? They go by instinct. Thank you. So this past person, you might and you might not, but there is something going on. So just that temptation, right? That temptation that goes along with that, that's child's play. As my mother used to say, what are we in high school? And it also might leave you confused. Now, this has to do with a friend of mine that I'm trying to give her a little bit of insight and reality that whoever this influence is, or do not go back in life because it no longer serves you. Do not go back to the comfort zone because it is going to confuse you once you get there because nothing is going to be the same. Can I get an amen? That instinct, don't get confused. Don't go into that temptation. I mean, Jesus, you can't get any more clearer than that. And like I said, Spirit, it starts throwing those messages out clear as day. I remember about 8 months ago, I had so many downloads, even sitting at the table. I had goosebumps all the way down my arms. I would hear words clearly, and it was like, wow. It's so the intuition. Yeah, there was no confusion there, that's for sure. I have never been misled by spirit guides, ever. They might make me think a little bit. Thank you very much for that. Amen. Oh, you're so welcome. All right. Any other messages, Spirit, please? Any more chakras? No? Okay. That was the message. I'm going to want to do some life's journey because this has to do with a few more cards that actually came out. So if I see that they resonate, I will definitely let you know. But this is, you have to have the strength. You have to have the heart for yourself. Oh. Wow. Right. Exactly, Mary. Exactly. I know that I can do whatever I set my mind to. That is that synchronicity with yourself, to give yourself the unconditional love, to actually follow your intuition, rebirth yourself, give yourself a second chance. Don't go back to something else. It doesn't work. It's the past for a reason. So, yeah, you need to pull out that perseverance and pull that cord and start it. Any other messages? Thank you. You need to surrender to that need of control. It was back here as well. Please go watch it. Go re-watch this again, because this is the second time they're telling you to release that control. And it's right here. Surrender. This card that came out earlier. Trusting that we can achieve more by loosening control can take great courage. This was even before the reading. This is one of the, I call them jumpers, because Spirit tries to give you messages before I get started. So that is clarifying that card right there. Thank you, Spirit. No. All right. Oh. Just breathe in. You are a limitless being. And you have so many choices. You need to figure out how you're going to react to it. And you need to focus on your priorities. So, with that said, the abundance of you being a limitless being, and you can manifest whatever your heart desires in physical reality. And the physical part is Pentacles, which is Earth sign. Anything that's physical, anything that's a physical world, earthly, anything, possessions, materials, finances. So this is definitely your, either it's going to happen now, or this is part of your future. This is going to happen very soon. And forget those limiting beliefs. Surrender to anything that no longer serves you. That's right. Moving forward. That's exactly right. So I will be doing a yin and yang, by the way. I will be doing a live or a possibly Facebook. I'm not too sure yet. But this yin and yang, it's going to blow your mind. I don't care if you decide to go forth and try to go to Google and look up yin and yang. No, don't, please don't. It will have nothing to do with how that spirit is going to give you yin and yang. All right. So with that said, out of all this comes a new now. And what comes new to you now and towards you is new friendships. You will have new friendships in your life, and they will be there for a reason. They are coming to you for a reason. They are sent to you for a reason. So keep that in mind. This might be a part of the abundance, by the way. Thank you, Spirit. Any other messages? Oh, okay. And please, once something happens, do not react. And I'm going to put these down because I want to show you again. Do not react in the way that you, old way, because there's a new way now. Because now you're going to show empathy. Because you're probably going to be coming across a new friend or make a connection with a new friend that has possibly gone through something you've just gone through, and now you'll know how to comfort them and give them advice, because it's called empathy. So you need to open to seeing both sides of a situation. And that just also might be with a new partner. new job. But you have to see both sides. That's the message from Spirit. Okay. Thank you. So, with that, the spider. I can go on about the spider, the totem, spider totem. God, there's so much information on this. It's the most creative creature out there. It reminds me of the Eight of Wands because of the swiftness, the quickness. You know, they have to move quick. They have to make things happen quick. Yeah. Let me because I can do a whole segment on how this works. Yes. That is good. That is good. I've had a few stopper buys last couple days. Nice. Okay, so there you go. They're coming towards you. That's right, Ira. Absolutely. And yes, Gary, abundance. Yes, it is. That's why I almost yeah, a lot of emotions with that one. Yeah, definitely. So, like I said, there's going to be a part in life where something comes at you at the time you don't think it's ever going to, like, wow, I didn't expect that. That is going to happen. So do not go backwards in life. So if this friend of mine in Florida is listening, please take that into heed. All right, so let's get to the message for this spider, which is the Wheel of Fortune, by the way, in this deck. Which is 10, which is completion, which is luck. Cycles, change. Okay. All right, this spider, which I really like this cat in here, and the sun. And the sun is bringing you happiness, bringing you newness, bringing you vitamin D, okay? You know, soaking in. The spider is actually creating anew, and they always have to move, which actually has to do with the Chariot card and the Eight of Wands. So that spider has a lot to do with tarot. So just keep that in mind. All right. And yes, movement, wheel. Hello. Okay. This card indicates change as well as consistency, good luck, new paths, opportunities. For a time, as the cycle of karma reminds us, what goes around comes around. So we weave reality by our thoughts and our actions, and the wheel of life spins. Love shifts, fates collide, fortunes fall and rise. What can you do? Just see the larger picture as you continuously create your new destiny. The spider encourages long-range views and an expanded perspective to find stability and truth in the midst of change. Wow. Loving these cards. Let me know what you think of these cards so far. I've had a few of them out. And nope, that's the royal family. So the outcome cards are going to be beautiful. I can't wait to give you this, but we are not done yet. So let me see if I can find. Oh, yeah, there you go. There's 9 of Cups. That's another one. That's a great one. I should. Yes, I should. Thank you, Spirit, but I'm not going to today because this is probably going to be a very extensive reading. Please stay for the end, even though we're almost an hour in. They're not done yet. All right. It's a spider. That's right. No. It must be in a charging. I must be charging it somewhere. I think I am, as a matter of fact. And I will not find it. But as soon as I find it, I will definitely do a short. So keep that in mind because that's important to me to give you that. So I want you to have that. So this spider, and there's tarantulas out west, and there's recluses like in Florida. There's a lot of different ones that are dangerous, but they all give a message. They all move in certain spots for certain reasons. Movement, change. So yeah, please keep that in mind. All right, Spirit. I have given a lot from you. Yes. Oh. Okay. All righty then. Guess I will. Thank you very much. All right. More messages. And these are basically oracle card messages and outcomes. I'm going to do intuition, and I will also follow up with a crystal card. So I hope you guys have enjoyed that crystal and chakras and crystals video. If you have not seen it, please go back and watch it. It was just on a live just recently. Yes, they are. Yes. Oh, you haven't seen one since you got here. A spider? Is that what you're talking about? Because sorry, the comments might be dragging. All right, Spirit. What message did you draw me to this deck for? What messages would you like to give Taurus and the collective and the viewers and the cross watchers and the subscribers today? Okay. And this is a love reading. This has to do with self-love and with the card that just came out was unity. So this might be with that new relationship, with that new person, or with yourself, okay, or with a new pet. But it says a time of divine understanding, renewal, peace, and hope. You radiate and attract great love. When you get rid of the baggage and all the negative, you will start to glow. Like I said, things will start to come at you, and they will be for your highest good. So be within unity mentally with yourself and open up to that unconditional love. And it might be getting a puppy. However that suits you. But that is the message. And I'm going to actually read it. I actually don't need to, but I'm going to read it for you because I love giving you extensive reading. Oh, speaking of that, I'm going to be doing extended readings on my Patreon channel. So you need to check that out. If you're not a member, go check that out. All right. So this is actually... Wow. Okay. I could see that too, but no. All right. Unity. It's a time of divine understanding, renewal, peace, and hope. Right. Within relationships, this card represents two people of similar beliefs and traditions bound together in a soulmate experience. You desire more intimacy in your life, which, hello. That was one of the first cards. Okay. You desire more intimacy in your life and long for a deep emotional connection, which is trying to be in sync. Okay. You have opened your heart and let go of any restrictions of the past and are now free to show your true feelings and make long-term decisions. Out with the old, in with the new. There are definite changes ahead and progress in most relationships in your life, most likely. Trust and communicate. This will be a very strong auspicious time for commitments and proposals in all kinds of relationships. This could actually be a proposal for a job too. If you have a business, you might want to put a proposal in for a new client. It can be a symbol of seduction, desire, passion, incredible, strong, deep connection. So making that connection, make sure you have empathy. Now, as far as earthly money cards, anything money, finance, work, a new business or project is likely, even a new job. Now, this could be seasonal. This could be work from home. This could be remote. Okay. But something real estate investment. I don't know if that's you're selling or you're buying something, but however that resonates, just please keep that in tarantula. Okay, good. Keep that in mind. You could find yourself in the driver's seat and be thrilled at this new proposal and what's being proposed. So you need to have trust and communication. That's basically what this card is about, your feelings, your emotions, and that's cups. Water signs. I mean, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. It's intuition, feelings. So greater sense, inner sense. Now, if you need to and would like to, you can go back and watch at least the first 30 minutes of it so you can catch exactly how these messages connect if you came in at a different time. This card signifies the harmonious union between two people, and you may come together with a person of great energy who will uplift you in life. That's why I love reading these messages. So unity is in the cards for you. Beautiful. Partnership in any way, shape, or form. And with that said, I'm going to, which I've already asked and I've already intended. So what message would you like to give Taurus and the collective today among this unity card and the relationships within their life? Receive? Okay, I will do that. All right, so you need to bring some fun into your life. You need to bring some laughter into your life because you have to remember love is the greatest healer. So self-love, inner sense, unity with yourself, focus on your priorities. Don't let anything in the past confuse you or try to tempt you to come back because, it no longer serves you. So laughter is the best therapy. Have fun together and remember, love is the greatest healer. Thank you, Spirit, for that. Thank you. All right, so the outcome card. Where would you like me to go? Okay, do you? Oh. Yes, that's right. I said that earlier. I was just directed over here and I picked this up. And so this is where I said this earlier. Wow, thank you. This is from my Gratitude Oracle deck. $44. 4 and 4 is 8. That's harmony. And 4 is considered a chariot. Okay, the fourth sign in the zodiac, Cancer, chariot, and I have moonstone on top of it. So I'm going to read you the beautiful message, and this has sunflowers on it. Wow! I think this might have to do with me too. I think it's time to move on. So yes, I would have done a reading today, but it was completely insanely windy outside. All right, so I'm going to read you the message for this one. Oh, yes, Gary, that's exactly right. I'm seeing these, and I'm sorry for the delay, but all right. So this is 44. This is vacation. Thank you very much. Wow. This has to do with the movement and the chariot, and the pentacles. As I was saying, that maybe you're just going to have to watch the replay if you haven't. Yeah. Okay. So there are benefits to taking a break and going on a holiday, even when you stay busy with activities and adventure. A bit of travel, change of scenery, or experiences can reboot your system. Really. Okay. Here's the kicker on this card. You need to take a vacation from any commitment, but only to yourself. This is where I'm seeing this. You need to take a vacation and re energize, rebirth. Okay. Breaking up the stagnant energy and deviating it from your typical routine can be so beneficial. The repetition of engaging in the same activities every day can keep you feeling uninspired. When you go on vacation, you experience life without the worries of the associated of the job or the kids or the relationship or your oil change. Okay. Or checking the mail every day or checking your emails every hour. Each day is varied and brings a new dynamic. Getting away will give you a chance to relax and reset while trying new things and catching up on your favorite pastimes, which is actually the playfulness in this card over here where it said playfulness. All right, so let me bring this beautiful card nearer to you. So your ship has come in. I would say cruise because it has a ship. I would say cruise. That's a peacock, by the way, not sunflowers. Okay. All right. You may find your outlook improves while you are on vacation. This shifts your mood, might encourage you to evaluate your life. You may be inspired by a new idea or decide to make changes once you get home. Do I need to go any further? That's right. That's exactly right. A couple embarks on a journey across sea of daffodils. A man serenading them on a harp while they gaze over peacock feathers at the star-filled sky. Now, that sea of daffodils is a message of hope. So, the woman's face on this figurehead may signify happiness. There is an opportunity to regain your sense of self and revive your spirit. This is completely an outcome card for every message Spirit gave you today. Beautiful. And the number was 44. So if that resonates in any way, shape, or form, just let you know that you are protected in this future endeavor. I was just told that. So I'm going to do an intuition card. Playfulness, vacation, happiness, joy. So I'm also just been told to look at this. Look at this carefully. This one came up first, this one came up second. See where it says playfulness, happiness, joy? And so does this. So I would seriously think that on that vacation, you need to do something in that sense. Play some hockey. I'm talking air hockey, okay? I wasn't talking about hockey. I was talking about air hockey. Okay, thank you. Oh, you have two. Side. Accepting yourself. That's exactly these cards all together. Respect and value yourself and others, but you need to accept yourself as well. My friend in Florida, hello. My friend in Florida, hello. So this is the final message from Spirit. I laid them on top of those beautiful cards. So I know this dug deep tonight, today, whenever you're watching this. Uh, I really do feel that it was necessary. So please be fertile with yourself. Be playful with yourself. Uh, show some empathy. Do not go backwards. You need to persevere, but you also need to make sure that when you have other people around you, show some empathy, please. That's the message from Spirit. Thank you very much. Let's start this over. And make sure you focus on your priorities for yourself, because you've got many choices. Make sure that you choose wisely. Yeah. Soda Light. Oh, one of my absolute favorites. Okay. This beautiful stone enhances meditation and opens the spiritual plane, making it easier for you to understand and explore. When you are deep in meditation, Soda Light promotes self-acceptance and trust in your actions that follow you on an everyday basis. Soda Light. Soda Light. That's right. That's exactly right. You need to do something different. Go play some air hockey. Go to an arcade. Go swing on a swing. I've done it before. Like 35 years ago, I was, yeah, it was pretty fun. Yes, we're different shapes and sizes now. I understand that, but just give it a whirl. So go have some fun this summer. Rebirth yourself. Have some fun. Have some self-love. Do something that makes you happy, that serves your highest good, that moves you forward to doing something new. Soda Light. Yes. 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 Me? Soda? No, not me. I like coffee. All right. Thank you very much, you guys. I am so glad that you guys came. I like seeing these here because they come they come faster on my phone than they do here on the computer. But let me see if I missed any. Soda. Okay, I see the soda on here. You love coffee, yes. But see, the coffee's not here yet on my side. You might see it, but oh, you're absolutely welcome. Absolutely welcome. Yes, Soda Light. Oh, you're absolutely welcome. And if you'd like a gratitude oracle daily, just let me know. I can do it 2 to 3 times a week. I can also send them to you by Patreon, by email, so that it's personally given without any. You can go back to it at any time. It'll always be there for you. And patreon.com, like I said, extended readings. This is a love reading. This is also self-love. So just remember that it's not always relationships when it comes to a love reading. All right. You guys, big hugs. Thank you so much. Thank you for joining. Thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for being a part of my family on Facebook and anything else I've missed. All right. You guys take care. And until next time, which will be in May on Facebook. All right. You're welcome. All right, y'all. Take care. Love and light.